Hey guys, Yoda Code 43 here today with another car review for you. Today I've got the keys for this 2016 Chevy Silverado 1500 Z71 5.3 liter V8 four-wheel drive. I'm going to do my usual, do a walk around to the truck first. We'll go over various features on this truck. Talk about the modifications done to this one. This one's owned by a personal friend of mine. Some very tasteful things done to it. Make it just about the perfect daily driver. And then we'll get it out for a spin. Now, I don't technically know the name of this color, but my guess is that it's Rally Red. I will, however, note the name of it here on the video. But it's the perfect color for this truck with the color-matched grille and bumpers. This is an LT package, well, an LT2 package, which gets you some extra luxuries in addition to the colored bumpers and grille. So this Rally 2 package I've been told about gets you the added striping you see on this truck here on the hood, as well as down the sides here. And then also these 22-inch wheels that are on this truck. Now, other things that are done to this are a 2-inch leveling kit. So really the truck has a little bit of a lift front and rear, but more so in the front than the rear to level out the suspension. If I back away here, you can see that it sits just about perfect. Chevy really did an interesting styling thing with these trucks with the squared off wheel arches. I know they kind of have been doing that for some time before, but it's especially noticeable on these ones. Okay, you can see it up there. It has the spacers on top of the springs and shocks up front. And then he also has aftermarket tires on here. Nitto AT Terra Grappler G2 tires. These are 285 55 22-inch tires. They don't make a lot of road noise. They look great on this truck. Just the right upgrade for these wheels. Probably about the maximum safest size you can get based on the clearance I see in the back here. You know, there's like 1.5 inches behind the tire and in front of the tire. He also has an aftermarket catback exhaust system from a company called Carvin. You can see right here on the tip, Carvin exhaust. If I look up underneath, it's just a single exit exhaust. See the muffler up ahead there, all the way up to the cat. It also has Rancho shocks in it, which I didn't notice before. LT tow package. It has a smaller version of the steps you saw in my 2021 Silverado review video, but nonetheless, still plenty of space to step in those and use those to get up into the bed. He's got some personal items in the bed that I'm not going to bother showing you by opening the tailgate, but he's got a very nice tonneau cover up here as well. Keep that a clean look and keep the bed clear. And then he also told me the Rally package gets you these round step bars along the sides, which look like factory GM 6-inch tube bars, from what I can tell. The other thing I really like about the refresh of this style of truck, so this truck ran 2014 to 2018 looking like this, but 2016 is when they did the mid-cycle refresh, which got you this interesting split with the headlights like this, with projectors on all models and trims of the truck. More aggressive looking transformer type front end with LED daytime running lights and fog lights down below. I'll demonstrate those in a minute here. Incandescent signals, LED fog lights, LED headlights, and LED daytime running lights as well. It's a good look. I'm sure these headlights are awesome at night. I won't have my hands on it long enough to see that, but that's okay. Hear the burble of the exhaust back here. Nice tone at idle. Just regular halogen bulbs in the taillights. Next we'll take a look under the hood. Hood struts. So this should be, I don't actually know the engine code of this specific engine, but I know it's a derivation of the LT1 that debuted with the C7 Corvette 2014. It's a 5.3 liter. It should be, I want to say it's the L84, and don't quote me on that. I'll double check it. Should be 355 horsepower. 375, 380 pound-feet of torque, something like that. Oh, here we go. It also has an air raid intake tube running from the throttle body to the stock air box over here, so a little bit of extra airflow and noise in here as well. Serviceability is pretty good. I mean, coolant fill over here, trans fluid check and fill over there, air filter right up front, brake fluid, fuse box, all that stuff, and then pretty easy access to spark plugs and whatnot on the sides of the engine. It's a little bit of a reach to get up here now with the lift on it. Now I'll check out the inside. Listen to the sound of the doors. Also, this is a double cab, so it's not a crew cab. It doesn't have full-length rear doors. It has the short rear doors. So really, it's kind of similar to an extended cab that you'd find in an F-150 or Ram, although those kind of have their own little small doors like this now on their quote-unquote extended cabs. But it has full access opening rear doors, which actually open pretty close to 90 degrees to make it easy to get in, but still not a ton of room back here, but I'm gonna get in anyway because it's what I'm trying to do. I do actually fit back here. My legs will touch the seat, but it's not bad. Cloth seats on the inside here. And then, so actually you'll also notice if you watched my 2021 Silverado video that the dashboard is pretty similar in design to how this truck had since 2014. They really just kind of evolutionized it a little bit, probably to try and keep controls in the same place, make it familiar for consumers moving from one truck to the next generation, you know. A power point in the back seat here, a little bit of storage space at the bottom, seat back storage on both sides. No center armrest to be had back here, as that is just a seat. Try not to fall out. And then these seats fold up from the bottom to create an open space back here. Standard issue gas door. This one can run on E85. The mirrors are nice, and they actually have a little convex area to create a blind spot mirror. That's a nice touch. Doors hold a ton of stuff. It's a big step up here. I'm glad it has step bars on it. Really? I am. It's a pretty cozy place to be, even in these cloth seats, which are heated on this package. Heated cloth seats are the best. They are severely underrated. Anyone who tells you differently is just wrong. So going over the interior here, the dashboard is pretty smartly laid out. All of your center control stack is easily reached from both sides of the truck. All your infotainment up here. GM has used this system for a couple of years. I don't mind it. It works pretty good. Stuff like that. Your multimedia, CD player down here. Bluetooth, obviously. And then all of your climate controls are down here. All hard buttons, rotary knobs for your temperature control. Some auxiliary buttons down here for hill descent control, your cargo lamp, and your traction control, which the hill descent control comes with the Z71 package, which this truck is. Uses a column shifter with a shiftable automatic. It's an 8-speed automatic on this truck. Your tow haul mode is pressing the button on the end of the shifter. The steering wheel is a 4-spoke design. Falls easily to the hand. All the buttons are easy to press. Pretty resilient materials. Pretty standard GM for the time. Gauges are nicely laid out. Nice and large. You get all the readouts you need. You got battery voltage. You've got your temperature, your fuel, your oil pressure. And then you've got various information you can look at here in the center screen, which is large enough. Fuel range, oil life, tire pressures, etc. And then you have an off-road page here, which shows you which drive mode you're in, your steering angle. Interesting. I'd never seen that before. And then your pitch and your roll as well. Tachometer has a nice little Z71 marked on the top of it there as well. Other controls on the left side of the wheel here. You have your lights, you have your drive, whether it's 2 high, auto, 4 high, or 4 low. And then you also have, this truck has an integrated trailer brake. Not all of them have this, but definitely a nice feature. Door just has typical controls on it. It's a step parking brake on the floor. This one has all-weather floor mats in it, of course. I appreciate those. 3 cup holders at the center. Some areas for holding up a phone, perhaps. But really, this is kind of the area where your phone is supposed to sit. Large center console area. Bluetooth microphone right up top here. The lights kind of fade in. That's kind of cool. Big visors that are also sliders. I've seen these trucks with sunroofs too. This one doesn't have one, and that's okay. And then glove box. Well, I'm sure he's got some stuff in there, but large upper glove box and a large lower glove box. Very nice. The cloth seats are simple design, nice durable fabric. Comfortable to sit in. They give you a little bit of side support, not that you really need it in a pickup truck like this. And the cushions are long enough to give good thigh support for someone like me with long legs. I'm only 5'10", but I have long legs similar to that of a 6'2" person. Other than that, not a whole lot else I need to cover in here. Now we'll go for a drive. So now we'll go for a little spin. Get to hear the engine and the exhaust. Get a little acceleration test in. And then take her back to her rightful owner. Considering the lift/leveling kit that's on this truck and the aftermarket tires, it rides really nice. The road holding of these big tires is actually pretty good, probably because they're still a low profile 22-inch tire, you know. Man, there's a lot of traffic here. Guess I'm gonna go this way. Perks of filming downtown is lots and lots and lots of traffic to deal with. Oh well, not much I can do about that. Just kind of wait for a good opportunity and make it happen, Captain. If ever. Also have to check on what the stock fuel economy of these trucks was like. Something like with the 8-speed and the dynamic fuel management, basically cylinder cutoff, it can run down to 6 or 4 cylinders depending on the load needed of the engine. But fuel economy should have been something like 16 and 22 for a 4-wheel drive, something like that with the 5.3 liter, if I remember that right. I'll have to look it up. I'll post it on here. Just driving around town, the truck drives real nice. Shift points are nice and low. Keep it quiet around town, especially with the noisier exhaust on it. If you listen really close from time to time, you might be able to pick up on when it changes from 8 cylinders to 6 or 4, because the tone of the exhaust will change a bit. Right now I can tell it's in 4-cylinder because it's got a rough noise as opposed to a smooth V8 noise. But if I tip in, it changes instantly. It's very strange. Haven't driven too many cars with the dynamic fuel management like that, so. Yeah, brakes are great, even with the large tires on it. Nothing to note there. This one doesn't have any sort of automatic stop-start at lights, which is fine. I think that's just tech that didn't get put in until the 2019 models with the restyle. Like 30 to 40% in the throttle there. I'm trying to find a good place to do my little 0 to 60 test safely. Keeping in mind, this is still a pickup truck with a solid rear axle. It, heaves and hoes a little bit over the bumps. Like it rides, like I said, it rides nice, but you still get some left and right movement as you go over larger bumps and undulations in the road. I like it. Very high driving position, very easy to see out of. I don't know about a rear-facing child seat back there. I couldn't drive one like this. I'd have to have a crew cab in order for it to work. Blind spots are pretty good all around. I like how it drives a lot. know I keep saying that, but it's true. Found the perfect little spot for the 0 to 60, so here we go. I don't know what the 0 to 60 is off the top of my head for the stock truck. I'll have to look that up. But my guess is that's probably somewhere in the mid-7s, 0 to 60. I know this truck driven by my friend and me and my Taurus, we fooled around before, and I can barely edge him out in the Taurus, and that's about a 7-second flat 0 to 60. Something like that. So, 2016 Chevy Silverado 1500 LT, four-wheel drive, 5.3 liter, with a Z71 in the rally package. Pretty strong showing for a truck. I mean, it's last generation's technology, but obviously feels modern, has modern amenities to handle your daily business. I have nothing to complain about. It's a pretty great truck that my buddy's got here, and I know he enjoys driving it. He's put nearly 30,000 miles on it since he bought it. I'm sure many, many more miles to come. Riding over some rough road here, and you don't really hear anything out of note besides the the change in the door. But that's it. So, hope you guys are enjoying my videos, and let me know what you think. Plenty more interesting stuff to come. Trying to line up more cars as I go to add in here, not just new stuff, but also my friends' old and vintage cars. Winter season's coming, so it's going to be less and less of those, but you know, I'm willing to review anything. It doesn't just have to be something old and special. It can be new and uninteresting. I don't care. Yeah, let me know how I'm doing. Leave me comments, constructive criticisms. Subscribe if you like what you're seeing. I've got some new equipment coming. I've got a new microphone I should be getting for Christmas. And hopefully I'm going to get myself a nice little gimbal to stabilize my camera filming here in the future. So, lots more to come. We'll catch you guys next time.